Okay. The regular meeting of the Planning Commission is called to order. Chairman Lewis has an excused absence, and I'll be leading tonight's meeting. We'll now take a moment for silent prayer or mediation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance being led by Commissioner Williams.
Now we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if Paulina could do roll call.
Good evening, Commissioners. Commissioner Heng?
Here.
Commissioner Williams?
Present.
Commissioner Becerra?
Here.
And then Vice Chair Gutierrez?
Here.
And then Chair Lewis has the excused absence this evening.
There is no minutes to review for this meeting, so we will move on to oral communications. Would anyone like to speak on an item that is not on the agenda?
We don't have any speaker cards.
Okay, we'll go to the consent calendar. And we'll do the consent calendars for extension of. You want to read the consent calendar, Paulina, or do I read that?
I can read its extension of time for administrative use permit number 19-31 and 20-31, and subcommittee for design review numbers 19-49 and 20-12 at 2445 Rio Verde Drive.
Does anyone have questions for staff regarding the item?
No.
Is there a motion to grant the time extension?
I'll motion to grant the extension. Do we have
a second?
a second?
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Heng and a second by Commissioner Becerra.
Okay, would you like me to do roll call?
Yes.
Commissioner Heng?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Becerra?
Aye.
And Vice Chair Gutierrez?
Aye.
Motion passes.
We'll continue to public hearings. Conditional use permit number 22-11, categorical exception, applicant Brooke Richards, options for youth. The location's 131 North Azusa Avenue. The applicant is requesting approval of a conditional use permit to allow for the operation of a charter school within a 6,878 square foot commercial tenant space. The charter school serves as an independent study learning center. Who will present the staff report?
Planning Associate Mary Machado will be presenting the staff report this evening.
Good evening. As you mentioned, this is conditional use permit number 2211 for options for youth. The conditional use permit would allow the operation of the charter school within an existing 6,878 square foot tenant space. The current zone for the overall property is service commercial, and it is located along North Azusa Avenue near the Interstate 10 freeway. It is surrounded by single-family residential and service commercial properties. This is a photograph of the existing site that was taken just last week. So this is current state. Here we have just a site plan depicting the pink box there depicts the overall location of the charter school in relation to the entire site. For their floor plan, their primary entrance would be facing Azusa. Their floor plan would consist of a lobby. They would have 2 open office or common space areas, a non-hazardous lab, a men's restroom, a women's restroom, and a unisex restroom, a break room, 4 offices, 2 storage rooms, and 3 classrooms. This is the proposed elevation for the charter school. For their operation, the charter school would serve as an independent learning center, and it would serve primarily high school students from grade 9 to 12. There would be a maximum of 4 employees working at any given time, with a total of 16 staff on a rotating schedule. They would be serving 8 students per 1-hour session per teacher, and their primary business hours would be Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., with occasionally opening on Saturday as needed, and they would be closed on Sundays. Planning staff does recommend adopting Resolution 236122, approving conditional use permit 22-11. We do have the applicant here tonight to answer any questions, as I'm here as well. Thank you.
Does any member of the Planning Commission have any questions for the applicant?
Not at this time.
Okay, now we'll hear testimony for those in favor. And we have our first speaker tonight will be or should I ask the applicant if he wants to say anything
Yes,
before that?
first the applicant.
Okay, before we go there, will the applicant like to make any comments?
I'm okay for now. Thank you.
Okay, so our first speaker in favor will be Aurora Alisa Aquino.
Kind of nervous. I hate talking in public, but I want to do this one. Well, my name is Aurora Alisa Aquino. I'm one of the students and one that he graduated 4 years ago. And to be honest, I love the school. Like, I want you guys to give the chance to the school to open because it's a great school. Like, my oldest son, he used to go to regular high school and he used to get bullied a lot. And he was in his junior year, and like all the teacher used to tell me that he was a failure and everything, but I knew he had potential. He had like 30 credits by his junior year, but I knew that he was like smart, but he was not getting the chance. So like I started looking for schools, and thank God I found them. And like in 2 years, he went from 0 to like 100. Right now he has a degree in biological science, and I know that if I never found him, he would have never done it. Right now my second son, he's attending, and he loves the school. Like, he was the straight A student in a regular school, but he just wanted to attend the charter school. And I know there's regular schools, and like 2 of my other kids attend regular schools, but they are good on that. But I think that there's other kids that need like a different setting for learning. Like, they go on one-on-one, they make them feel important. So I think it's a great chance for like other students to experience that. Because I don't know what it would have been of me and my oldest son if I would have never found them. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you so much for coming. And our next speaker in favor will be Ivan Figueroa.
Hello there. Good afternoon. So my name is Ivan Figueroa, and I'm alumni from OFL/OFY charter schools. And honestly, it's one of the best things that has happened to me. And I really would love you guys to take this school into consideration because, for one, like my mother said, I did not do well in a public school setting. I was relentlessly bullied. I had people who like grabbed my phone, threw it on the floor, broke it, and then laughed at me. I used to get like pushed into lockers. It was absolutely terrible. And I hated going to school. I really did, until we found OFL, and it was just amazing. The day that I walked in, I was welcomed with such warm hearts, and they made me feel like I belonged there. They believed in me, and honestly, I couldn't thank them anymore for what they have done for me. As my mother said, they really showed me that school is an amazing place to be to. They offered me one-on-one help. They gave me opportunities to go to trips. I went all the way to Washington, D.C. for free, completely free, and they showed me so much of this world that made me appreciate it way more than I did before. And I just recently graduated from Citrus College with an associate's in biological science, and honestly, like I said, didn't enjoy school when I was going to a traditional high school. It was absolutely terrible, but they showed me how amazing school was and that you could truly enjoy it and have fun at the same time. So I just want you guys to know that this school is really amazing, and I would love for you guys to give them this opportunity so they could give that exact same opportunity that I had to other students, other kids who are in the community. Because I imagine I'm not the only one who has been in those shoes. There's probably other kids who are just like that right now. And I would love for them to experience everything that OFL has given to me. And honestly, like Janice and Richard, they honestly, like, I just gotta say, they really made me happy and feel like I was appreciated in life. Because when I was in regular high school, I was told all the time, you're going to be nothing, you're going to be a failure, you're just going to sit there and rot in life. And it did hurt to hear that from teachers at a traditional school. But when I came to this school, they just made me feel like I belong here, that I was important. And honestly, I feel like every other person should have this opportunity to feel how I felt with teachers. And that's just what I believe in this school. They're amazing. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And now we'll hear testimony from anyone opposed. And at this time, we have no speaker cards. Is there any more that came in? Paulina? No?
No, they're speaker cards.
Okay, great. And then, and I would like to once again give the applicant. Does the applicant have anything you guys would like to make any comments? Or if the commission has any questions for them too.
Well, first of all, good evening, commissioners, and thank you for this opportunity to present the CUP. I think you heard tonight that I always say the difference between our school and a traditional school is the relationships that we build with our students. I often say to my staff that we not only educate the students' minds, but their hearts as well. And I see that every day with my staff. And, you know, the AP, Janice Nini, is here representing the staff. But, you know, we are serving a population of students that, for whatever reason, have not been successful in a traditional school environment. And that can range from, you know, students who need to catch up on credits to students who are wanting an accelerated progress and wanting to graduate at 16 years old. As Ivan had stated, we do get the students who, you know, have been bullied for whatever reason. We get a lot of LGBTQ youth. And we're a safe environment. We're a safe environment for not just LGBTQ, but for any student who is suffering from anxiety. You know, mental health is on the rise. A lot of students can't be, you know, in a traditional school setting where it's four walls. You know, and we also believe that learning doesn't just happen inside of a classroom. You know, he had mentioned, you know, that we take trips. We believe in experiential learning, and we make sure that we put money towards that. And when I say experiential learning, I mean taking kids literally out of the classroom and taking them on college tours and taking them on trips. And yes, oftentimes we have to get in planes to do that. And you won't believe it, but a lot of these kids have never been out of California. And so we're all about giving options and opportunities for students who would not have those opportunities if they were in a traditional school setting. So I will open it up to any questions you might have.
Okay, I do have a question. How long is your lease for at the location that we're looking at this evening?
How long is our lease? 5 years.
5 years. Does it give the owner an option of extending it?
I believe so, yes.
And where do you currently have offices?
So Options for Youth is a network of schools. So I believe we have like 20 plus schools across Southern California. I am the principal of 2 others. The one that we are wanting to relocate is currently in the City of Industry, and it's been a great spot for us. We've been there for about 20 years, but it was recently acquired by a new owner who has plans to demolish that whole area and build retail. So that's the main reason why we're looking for, a new building.
How does it compare to public school academically?
We're very rigorous. We are held to the same standard or standards as any other school. We're a public charter school. We have to take the SBAC just like any other public school, and so that's public record. Because we're an alternative school, we are often, I want to say this, we're often held to a higher standard, to be honest with you, because, we want to see, the students who are disenfranchised at a traditional school, we want to see them graduate. And so we're pushing them to graduate, probably even more if they were to be at a traditional school.
So what's the percentage you would say of the students who are trying to catch up on credits? And, are they students who normally would be kicked out of a regular school, or they're just looking to catch up? Are we taking, troubled students?
I would say it's a mix. I would say probably 60% of the kids come to us because they're behind. A lot of the times they're referred by their school, and so they come to us for 2 or 3 months, and then they get ahead, in their credits, and then we welcome them to go back to their traditional school setting. But then sometimes they end up staying with us and they end up graduating, with us. So it's a mixed bag. It's kids who, need to come to us for academic recovery. But like I said, we get the kids who want to be on an accelerated progress and want to graduate at 16 years old and want to start their college education, before their peers do.
The only reason I was asking is just because sometimes you do have children who have been kicked out for good reason. And so are we going to be bringing troubled children to our neighborhood now? That's my question. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you. My son had some issues at another school being bullied, and he actually had to catch up on credits. And there's one on Arrow Highway that he went to, and actually it helped him tremendously. So I think you do have a good program. I'm not saying that, and he went on to graduate on the Dean's Honor Roll from West Covina High School. So he did very well. It helped him very much.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't know what the percentages are now. You're talking about certain kids now who are having issues. So
well, I think our program has changed over time. I think 20 years ago we were mainly academic recovery, catching kids up, but we know in order to be a competitive, school, we have to offer so much more. And we used to just be independent study based, and we're not anymore. I mean, that is a large portion of our curriculum, but our program is more of a hybrid program. And so, kids come to us for independent study, but they also have small group instruction classes in math, English, science. We offer a full, spectrum of extracurricular activities. We offer sports where our students compete with, other OFL and other OFY schools. I say OFL and OFY because OFY is what we refer to as options for youth, and OFL is opportunities for learning. We're two sister schools within one network. So again, we offer sports. We offer, the experiential learning. In a couple of weeks, we're going to be taking our senior class to prom. So everything that the students would be missing out if they were at a traditional school setting, we try our best to emulate, in our setting.
Do they have a code of conduct they have to adhere to?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's written within our student handbook.
Great. Any more questions for the commission, for the applicant? Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, I'll close the public hearing and open discussion by the commission. I will now open commission discussion. Commissioner Williams, do you have any comments?
The only comment, we do understand that currently this is a commercial site that had in the past had retail commercial businesses, except for, I guess, it's the dental office, and then they have the jiu-jitsu class that's there. I thought it was good that the applicant was able to tell us that they currently have a 5-year lease for that portion of the shop of the center itself, because it's rather a large location compared to the other 3 tenants that are there operating currently.
Great. And Commissioner Becerra, do you have any comments? No. Great. And Commissioner Hain, do you have any comments? No? Okay, great. Well, I would like to make a motion to approve conditional use permit number 22-11, categorical exception. Is there a second?
Did you just motion?
Yeah. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Great. And I'll ask staff at this time to read the resolution number and to call for roll call.
That's for Planning Commission Resolution Number 23-6122. So we have a motion by Gutierrez, seconded by Heng. Commissioner Heng?
Aye.
Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Becerra?
Aye.
Vice Chair Gutierrez?
Aye.
Motion passes.
This action is final unless appealed to the City Council within 10 days. Congratulations to the applicant, and I'll just say that it's great that you picked a great city like the city of West Covina to do your business in and then create this charter option school. I think that hearing stories from young people like yourselves who have got into the education system and never gave up is the story of the American dream, which is never give up, always believe in yourself, and that the impossible is always possible. So it's great to have a new charter school like you guys in our community. So thank you. Now we'll go to non-hearing items. There's no non-hearing items at this time. Commission reports, comments, and miscellaneous items. Would any of the commissioners like to report or comment on an item? No.
We have a commission planning meeting for tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
Planning Academy.
Academy, there you go.
Academy.
Great. And we'll go to the Community Development Director's report. Paulina, is there any items to report to the Commission?
Good evening. Yes, just a couple projects that you guys came through your counter, which was Chick-fil-A. They're going to be opening up this month. It's the one located on North Garvey, next to the, is it 24-hour LA Fitness gym? So right off Burbank and Garvey. That's opening up this month, as well as Mangosteen. So just wanted to give you guys an update on those projects that are completed.
Great. And what day is the Chick-fil-A grand opening?
There is no grand opening, but they will be opening to the public April 6th.
Okay, great. Great, and then I guess since there's no further business to consider, this meeting is adjourned at 7:42 p.m. Pacific time.